What's wrong with your uncle?
He works for my father.
Michael!
It's probably best that he doesn't know you're here, so you can hide.
Of course.
Hey, we need to talk.
Hey, what's up?
Somebody here?
Do you have any idea why Franco would want us to see Jason as a baby?
For starters, this baby isn't Jason Morgan.
You're mistaken.
Not about that.
I went to Our Lady of Mercy in New York City myself and checked the records.
Oh, the baby in the picture's definitely my cousin Susan's. It just isn't Jason.
How can the baby not be Jason?
It's complicated.
We have an agreement. I give Stephen a letter if you tell me what happened.
I haven't had contact with Stephen Lars in so long. It would mean so much to me to hear from him and maybe even see him.
Deal's off if you don't finish the story.
Then I guess I have no choice. I'll do anything to be reunited with my son.
Think we got around to doing the dishes from yesterday, so...
Well, that's not like you.
Yeah, I've been a little busy. So, what's going on? What brought you here?
Your father's trial's about to start. Has anyone contacted you, try to influence you at all?
Mike who?
Like Johnny?
Last time I saw Johnny, I was at his apartment to thank him for turning me down when I asked for a job. I finally figured out he was doing me a favor.
And he hasn't contacted you since?
No, why would Johnny try to influence me?
Well, your father thinks Johnny's the one who framed him for shooting out Anthony's tires and causing the accident.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think Johnny might be willing to use the people closest to Sonny to bring him down.
Johnny framed my dad?
Sonny didn't drop the gun off of Kate's office. Somebody planted it.
You know how much my dad hates Anthony and how he gets when he's angry.
Sonny didn't cause the accident, Michael.
You were in the hospital. How would you know?
Because he told me.
Yeah, he told me, too. What if he's lying?
I know your dad. If he caused the death of that little girl and her father, I could see it in his eyes. He would admit it and he would take the punishment. Sonny would never run from this, Michael.
According to hospital records, Jason's birth was perfectly normal.
I was in the birthing room. Susan delivered a perfectly healthy baby boy. The nurse took him away to clean him up and put on his bracelet, and as soon as she left, Susan started screaming in pain.
Well, what was wrong?
I didn't know. All I can tell you is she was in agony, and then she passed out. I was going to go get a doctor, but the nurse came back with the baby, and, well, I begged her to help Susan. I mean, I thought Susan was going to die at that point. So she gave me the baby to hold, and after a quick exam, she said that Susan was still in labor. She was having another baby.
You're telling me Susan Moore had twins?
She sure did. And that second baby came so fast, we didn't know what to do. We didn't even have time to get a doctor. So the nurse delivered him herself while Susan was still unconscious.
Like him? So Jason has a twin brother?
We couldn't believe it ourselves. I mean, no one knew that Susan was carrying twins. Nobody. And then there was this... Suddenly, there was another little baby boy more. And then she said the strangest thing.
The nurse?
Susan was still passed out. Had no idea about the twins. The nurse said maybe we should leave it that way.
Why would she say that?
The nurse wanted to keep one of the babies for herself.
Accident report said that the car went through the guardrail with the girl and the father inside.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Michael, I understand that, but you may have to. You may have to, testify.
I didn't even see Dad, and like you said, there's no way he could have done
Hey,
it.
Michael, Sonny was framed. The DA has more than just a gun to use against him. That girl who made it out of the car, they may call her back to testify.
So did my dad send you here to make sure I stay away from her?
This nurse said she was unable to have a child of her own. She'd looked into adoption, but for some reason they'd turned her down.
So you gave her one of the babies?
Well, not gave. Susan certainly had some mounting medical expenses, and we didn't know if Alan was going to step up to the plate.
So you sold your cousin's baby?
Let's just say I knew the going rate. I'd been so desperate for money myself a year or so before that I sold Stephen Lars on the black market for $10,000. taking into consider inflation and...
You took this woman's money and what? You just told her to pick one?
She wanted to, but I didn't let her. I made the choice myself, and I kept the better one for Susan.
The better one? What's that supposed to mean? They were identical twins. How could there be a better one?
I never said identical.
Sorry, Dad's been really worked up about people saying he's guilty.
It's okay. What about the girl from the accident?
Star. I know Dad thinks I bonded with her or something.
Did you?
I guess, in a way. I mean, I tried to help her out, and I brought her to the hospital, stayed with her until her mom showed up.
You know, it's not your fault that you couldn't save her daughter and her boyfriend.
Yeah, still, she lost her family. And her boyfriend just proposed to her for crying out loud.
Okay, Michael, you know how grief works. You know how angry it makes you. You know how badly you want to pay somebody back. This girl is going to be looking for a conviction. You need to stay away from her.
Susan's babies weren't identical twins?
No. Fraternal, as different as day and night. I mean, the one was this beautiful, blue-eyed, blonde-haired boy, and the other was, well, let's just say something wasn't right.
What do you mean?
His eyes, they were sinister, like a doll's. Hey, he gave me the creeps.
Oh.
So I gave him to the nurse.
Okay, well, she must have been the one who took the video of the baby.
I guess so.
Do you remember the nurse's name?
I sure do. It was right there in Susan's records.
Ah, the page that was missing. She probably took it out because she didn't want anyone to find out.
Exactly.
Who was she?
Elizabeth Frank.
You're sure?
She went by Betsy, though. Sweet nurse Betsy Frank. She was so grateful to me for making her dreams of motherhood come true.
Betsy Frank is Franco's mother.
Franco? The artist? You mean I'm related to that genius?
Gotta go.
Wait. The letter to my son. You promised. Don't worry, Stephen Lars. I'll find another way to get to you. Hold on, baby. Mama's coming.
Star, I mean, she wants answers. And the cops think that Dad did it. Why shouldn't she believe them, you know?
Has she been in touch?
Michael, you in there?
Hey.
Hey, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I came by to see if Johnny contacted Michael at all.
He hasn't, by the way.
You're where I'm vulnerable. You were at the accident. You say something wrong, the DA's going to twist it around, make me look guilty. Now, that's exactly what Johnny wants. And that girl, Star. You haven't talked to her, right? You haven't had any contact with her?
No.
I don't know, you probably heard, too. Her father wrote this stuff in the paper about me, headlines about me being a baby killer. That's going to be a problem. So, I don't want you to have any contact, like I said, okay? Just do not be anywhere near her, okay?
Yeah. So, yeah, you nervous about the trial?
I'm good as long as you're behind me.
Yeah. Yeah, always.
Appreciate that. All right, I need to talk to him for a second.
Okay. See you guys later.
You didn't have to lie for me.
No, I meant what I said, though. You deserve answers.
Thank you, but you won't have to cover for me much longer. The trial is starting.
I'll be over soon, okay?
Oh, I know it will.
Johnny is working Carly perfectly.
Yeah, I tried talking to Carly.
Well, of course you didn't listen, because she was at the mentor court with him. Have you found anything that connects Johnny to the gun?
Nothing yet.
It doesn't really matter. You know why? Because I'm going to bring that son of a bitch down to his knees.
That's why Franco was obsessed with Jason. He knew. He knew all along they were twin brothers. Oh, the DNA test. Oh, God. This baby could still be Franco's.